starters right here. Anytime, guys. Anytime. Remember on 50 seconds to time. Hey, thank you for the sound. And it was Sanchez, Brendan. It was Sanchez. She's like Guatemala. Rodriguez started 16 of her 19 matches for Utah Royals FC in the team's inaugural season last year. She tallied 4 goals and 1 assist in her URFC debut season. The Utah Royals forward is highly decorated as it honors and awards for 2 Olympic gold medals, FIFA Women's World Cup titles, 3 Allies Cup championships, 2 Four Nations tournament titles, 2 NWSL championships, an NWSL championship MVP award, an NCAA national title at USC. Fans, please make some noise for Amy Rodriguez, today's honorary captain.
Where's my hat? On my hood.
Yeah. The referee for tonight's game is Marcelo Chaparro. He's assisted by Mariano Mendez, Jordan Downs. Tonight's fourth official is Sergio Navas.
Okay, this way there, and then once they go back out, so then once they come back, they're only going to go out and say that do this one. And then once they're out, then we
Gabriela Garton.
Wait.
Drop the music. Drop the music. Drop the music.
No one talk to Ben. Except for me.
Drop the music. Drop the music.
That's fine. We'll just start from the top. It's on top.
Goalkeeper, number 23, Gabriela Garton. Defender, number 2, Agustina Barroso. Defender, number 3, Eliana Sabine. Defender, number 4, Adriana Sanchez. Midfielder, number 6, Vahinia Gomez.
What I'm a huge fan of is those numbers on their shirts.
Paul, you're not joking.
Number 10,
You can read those from a mile away.
Yeah, it's all good.
number 11, Milagros Menendez.
But yeah, you don't have to.
Number 14, Miriam Majorca.
Hey, Rodriguez, is she going to be roaming around?
Paula Ugarte.
It'd be nice to try and get her on.
Yeah,
I don't even know what she looks like.
Mariana Sarochet. Argentina is led by head coach
Got her?
Carlos Parejo.
With the headband?
Is assisted by assistant
Oh, right there. I'll ask her. You know, just sometime in the mid-half.
Pablo Doble,
is she gonna stay? I don't think she's gonna stay.
Dr. Diana Martinez, and physio Francisco Calvas.
Oh, perfect.
And now, the starting lineup for our Utah Valley Wolverines.
Well, I don't think this is for me. Who's it for?
Goalkeeper, number 0, Danielle Orr. Defender, number 2,
Oh, let me.
Brenna Crow.
Jason?
Jared.
Number 5, Madeline Moore. Defender, number 9,
Does the president of the organization he wants to present something to us? I thought that was pretty important.
Sadie Brockbay. Forward, number 13, Amber Tripp.
She's going to be on at the 10-minute.
Defender, number 17, Hannah Bruce.
I wanted to catch her early, but I was like, how long have you
Forward,
been here?
number 18, Juliana Carter.
Okay.
Get ready for the funny
Shaw.
By the way, that's
Midfielder, number 23, Katie Haskins. Forward, number 27, Amanda Mingleson. The Wolverines are led by head coach Chris LeMay. He is assisted by assistant coaches Seth Tremblay and Kyle Christensen, with Alyssa Christensen as the director of soccer operations.
Can I take one right here?
Martin's got to have a moment.
Thanks, guys. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, please stand and remove your hats as we honor both Argentina and America with their respective national anthems. First, the national anthem for Argentina.
I thought that was pretty important. He's like, I have something for you. I was like, that's not for me, man.
Like your best answer out.
My best answer? What do you mean?
Like, our country has the best answer.
Ours.
I've got kids in my teeth.
Sorry, dude. He literally came up and she's like, hey, I have something for you. He's like, oh, cool. And he opened it. I was like, that is not for me.
And England. That is fruitcake stuff.
I'm giving her some.
No flutes.
I don't know. I just did it.
Thanks, bro.
Really sorry, man.
I'll hold your pizza anytime.
I'm taking pictures of pizza in my teeth.
Thank you. Now the American national anthem, performed by UDU student Phil Childs.
Hola y bienvenidos a todas las personas viven en Argentina. Welcome to Utah, ladies and gentlemen. Brandon Crow alongside Melanie Osler on a soggy Tuesday evening in Orem, Utah. For those unfamiliar with the area, just about 30 minutes south of Salt Lake City, the capital of the state. We were supposed to have some better weather, and then out of nowhere today, this rain came in, but I guess that's why they say April showers bring May flowers. But it's good to be back in the saddle with you, Melanie. A little spring football here at Clyde Field again. And what a tremendous, as Coach Chris LeMay of Utah Valley called it, a monumental honor it is for this Wolverine team to have the women's national team of Argentina, the Albiceleste, here playing it.
Exactly. It really is what Coach Chris LeMay said, that monumental moment of UVU history. Not your typical spring season game to have a national team come here for the first time while they prepare for the World Cup that is just in a few short months away from us. They get to play against some world-class athletes, and what a better way, there's no better way to prepare for fall season than playing the national team and being able to watch them in the summer and know that you played against some of the very best in the world.
And what a big, tremendous honor for this women's national team back at home. This is the first time that they have qualified for the FIFA Women's World Cup in 12 years. And I know this is something that these ladies in the black and blue with the white letters that you'll see right here on your screen take a lot of pride in. And this is something that they've been looking forward to for a long, long time.
They do. Only 2 World Cup appearances so far, this being the 3rd one after 12 years of not being in the World Cup, them fighting with their country and trying to build the women's game in their country of the most football country, one of the most football countries there are. So it's an exciting, exciting time for the Argentine team to be able to have this moment in their history to play in the World Cup and prove themselves.
And I'm sure if you would ask anybody from the beloved country of Argentina, they would say that they are the most soccer country. But as we see it and as you see it at home, the Argentines will go from left to right in the black and blue with the white numbers. Utah Valley in the home gray uniforms with the green trim. Don't let the color fool you. It is gray. And Utah Valley losing a handful of seniors and seeing a couple new fresh faces. So this is a great opportunity for some of those underclassmen to try and showcase what they can do. As you see Amanda Mangelson streaking down the right side of the pitch, trying to make a move. Solid defense so far from Argentina. Sanchez clears it up to Rodriguez. Rodriguez showing off her speed. Good first touch in the center. Dispossessed momentarily by Utah Valley. Mangelson and Madeline Moore dancing back and forth with it. Moore finishes up with it. Now Cassidy McCormick. Hannah Bruce for Utah Valley had a tremendous honor at representing the school a few months ago at the NCAA level. Good one-touch pass for Utah Valley. And this one kicked away by the Argentinian.
A great look by UVU in the first early minutes so far. Great passing, great moving, the short looking to redirect it. They are doing a great job so far.
Sadie Brockbank, the intended target. This one quickly dispossessed by Argentina. Whistle blows, and that one will be in favor of the Argentines. Gabriela Garton, Augustina Barroso, Eliana Stabile, Adriana Sanchez, Virginia Gomez, Yamila Rodriguez, Mariela Coronel, Milagros Menendez, Miriam Majorca, Paula Ugarte, Mariana Laroquette round out the Argentine squad at the moment. Moore keeps that one in play for Utah Valley. Moore still in possession down the byline, clicks this one in towards the corner, and this one will bounce off and be a corner kick for Utah Valley.
Got the lucky wet field bouncing in our favor on that one. Looking for the clean, simple save by the goalie, but you never know with the wet fields, can bounce any other direction.
Amber Tripp quickly dispossessed by La Roquette.
You can see there in that last play, and with the few fouls that we have seen, including that past one from Amber Tripp, of this is world-class soccer. They're going to be playing some fast, pacey soccer, and if you're not going to get the ball off your foot quick enough, they're going to dispossess you, and it is going to cause you with that quickness of their ability to create those unnecessary fouls. But that's going to be a huge thing going forward for UVU, is to be able to pick up their quickness and pace to keep up with the paciness and the speed of the World Cup level soccer.
Argentines now on the attack. This one quickly dispossessed, however, by Utah Valley. Kicked out of play. Last touch by Gomez. 4th minute here at Clyde Field and Orem. Utah, again, thank you for letting us be a part of your Tuesday evening. Hopefully it's not as cold and soggy wherever you are. Things starting to heat up a little bit on the pitch. Both teams feeling each other out in the early minutes.
Great turn by Amanda Mangelson there. We've missed her heart and her passion out on the field, so it's good to see her up in that forward position. Hopefully she can give us a burst of energy and creativity up there.
The Wolverines on the field, on the pitch. Danielle Orr seeing her first official minutes for Utah Valley between the wickets. Brenna Crow, a brand new transfer, not my cousin, not my relative, from one B Crow to another. Madeline Moore, Cassidy McCormick, Sadie Brockbank, Amber Tripp, Hannah Bruce, Juliana Carter, Siri Dahl, Katie Haskins, and Amanda Mangelson round out the Wolverines at the moment.
Yeah, you can hear from that starting lineup there that there are a few familiar new names in that starting lineup, and that is something I love most about spring soccer ever since playing it. Is spring season's the time to have your breakthrough moments, and for these true freshmen or these players who may have not gotten the minutes, it's the best moment they can ask for, to have their breakthrough moment to establish their position here at UVU.
Sadie Brockbank loves to pull the trigger, see if she has an opportunity. Lays it off. Amber Tripp with a goal! Utah Valley strikes first. Amber Tripp.
Beautiful play by UVU. Such an exciting moment for them. Beautiful work by Sadie Brockbank, holding onto that ball, not feeling under pressure, dragging the defense in, and being able to dish that beautiful ball out wide to Amber Tripp, and to keep the composure and put it in the back of the net like we like to see. It was a great team effort by UVU. Very well done by both Sadie Brockbank and Amber Tripp. It'll be very crucial, though, right now to not fall into the UVU trap of getting comfortable and letting them come back and answer.
You mentioned Sadie Brockbank with that hesitation with that ball. Last year, we would have seen Sadie pull the trigger, but it's only been a few months, maybe 5-6 months, if that, and Sadie Brockbank showing a lot of composure, laying it off for Amber Tripp, who finishes with poise. Now here's Argentina's opportunity, and this one is an easy catch. Danielle Orr maybe wanted to get a little cardiovascular activity going there, but she was able to save that one easily.
Back to the speed of play. A little scary moment for Katie Haskins of not knowing where to go, not knowing how fast to get it off her foot. Like I said, that's where you just got to get it off your foot. You got to keep up with that speed of play.
Now this Utah Valley team is no stranger to playing national teams. Last year they took a humanitarian trip down to Costa Rica, and they played the Costa Rican team, and they played them very tough. And that was a great experience for these ladies that are on this team, and they know that even though they're hosting it this time, it's still not a big, daunting task for them to play a national team because they've already have one under their belt.
Exactly. And when all is said and done, it's just another game of soccer, and I'm sure that was all their approaches coming into this game today.
There's a quick trigger pulled, showing off the strength of the leg. That time was Yamila Rodriguez. Tonight's honorary captain for this match was none other than Utah Royals' current player and U.S. Women's National Team legend, Amy Rodriguez, and somebody you're familiar with. You've had a cool pleasure of being able to help babysit her kids a couple times during practice. She's going to hop on the headset here before she takes off and give us her little thoughts of being able to be a part of this match tonight and and how she feels the state of soccer is in the state of Utah. So we'll be looking forward to hearing Amy Rodriguez hop on the headset with us in a little bit as we see Argentina starting to build up a little bit more momentum now, Melanie.
Yeah. There is no better person to have come talk about soccer than Amy Rodriguez herself. She's familiar to this scene all too well. She's played in her plenty of international games, won her World Cup with a son and now 2 sons, and she truly is remarkable and an amazing person, and it has been a joy to have her here join us in this monumental time for UVU.
9th minute here in Orem, Utah. If you're just now joining us again, a stellar goal by Amber Tripp to break the even tie in the 6th minute. A beautiful pass assisted by Sadie Brockbank. And this is one of 3 games that this Argentina team will be playing this week. They travel the very long distance across University Parkway to BYU just 2 days from now, and then they will take on UNLV 2 days after that.
What a fun opportunity for them to be able to come out and play these collegiate teams who aspire to be one of them playing in the World Cup. And coming to Utah, it's again a great monumental time for even BYU and bringing soccer to the state of Utah.
Argentina showing off a little class, maintaining that possession. Laroquette lays it off. This one swinging towards the top of the box. Headed away briefly by Utah Valley, corralled now by Argentina. Good job defending there by Utah Valley. This one sent back in towards the box before it's deflected out of play by the goal scorer, and we have an Argentinian down on the field, something that we don't want to see, especially in moments like this. Looks like Mariana Laroquette is the injured player on the ground at the moment, receiving assistance from the trainers.
No.
And we'll take this time to bring in Amy Rodriguez. And Amy, this is a tremendous honor for me to sit next to you and to call this just even a couple minutes here with you. But what is this experience like being here in Utah and being able to be here and help maybe inspire some of these girls that have been in a similar situation that you've been in before?
Well, first of all, let me say that is so kind of you to say that. It is an honor to be here and, to come out here tonight and kind of be a part of Utah's community and the soccer community. I feel really proud and really honored. So, again, thank you for having me, and I'm really looking forward to hopefully watching a great match tonight.
Absolutely. I've watched several thousand different sports games across my lifetime, and still to this day, anybody asks me what one of my favorite games is, it always comes down to one of the matches that you played in.
Oh, that's so kind.
And so the women's national team, they brought my family together, and we've had many wonderful moments together, and so it's great to be able to be here and to see not only the collegiate level, but the national team continue to succeed as we see Utah Valley on the defensive side let this one fall out of play, and Orr will have the goal kick.
Well, yeah, it's been my pleasure to obviously represent our USA women's national team for so many years, and now to continue to keep playing professionally. Greatly looking forward to bringing some fun soccer, hopefully, to Utah, and giving the fans, a great show out here.
For those that have not been into a game at Rio Tinto or in the Harriman facility,
Rio Tinto.
What is it like going to a Royals game?
Well, this year is our second year in the league, and so last year with the inaugural season, we were kind of building our fan base and hopefully attracting a lot of people to come out to the games. This year we're expected to have even more, and we're really just excited because our atmosphere at the games is super fun. We have so many great fans that come out there and cheer us on, and we also perform great soccer, and that's part of my job is to entertain the fans. So every day when I go out there, I put that on my shoulders and hopefully giving the fans something to root about.
Now, I know you are a mother of two, and you take great pride in trying to perform your best. I saw in an interview several years ago, you said you just want to make your boys proud. As Utah Valley, again, narrowly gets that one past the keeper. Hannah Bruce on her horse gives way to her teammate Cassidy McCormick, who kicks this one out of play.
Yeah, being a mom of two is so special to me, and obviously I want to share my love for soccer with my children. The two little boys I have always come to the games, and they cheer me on. And at the end of the day, I just want to make them proud and show them that, your mom can be a professional athlete and a mom at the same time. So it's pretty cool for them, and I'm really happy to do that.
What's one of your most fondest memories of playing soccer when you are this girl's age here?
I mean, I can remember back to playing in college, and it was some of my fondest memories just because there's so much pride in who you're playing for. And obviously I've represented many teams and our country at that. But there's something special about the 4 years you spend, in college and on the field with your college team. I'm excited to see these girls play tonight because it does bring back a lot of fond memories. And yeah, I would say that it's part of the reason why I'm the player I am today, and it was a key role in developing, me as a player.
Now, my color commentary partner, Melanie, she's been able to help babysit for you, is that right?
Yes, small world, oddly enough. Melanie helped me so much last year with my first year in Utah and my two little kids, so she's part of my little family, and happy to see her again out here and sharing some fun soccer stuff with her today.
Excellent. Well, I know you got a lot on your plate tonight, and we again thank you for taking the time to hop on the headset with us.
Of course. Thank you so much for having me, and go UVU.
Absolutely. Thank you, Amy. Utah Valley again 1-0 over the Argentines. Argentina has not yet technically had a shot on goal. And what another, again, just a great opportunity was to have Amy hop on the headset. And she said, Melanie, that you're part of her family here.
Well, it's an honor for her to say that because they are amazing people.
Utah Valley, again, showing a lot of composure at the moment. Dispossessed, however, on the far side. And then immediately brought right back. Despite these soggy conditions, Utah Valley looks like they have been playing in soggy conditions their whole lives. Maybe this is something that they've been expecting. But Coach LeMay has definitely done a great job at helping his team not get psyched out.
That has to be one of his strengths is he has a lot of composure, but he lets them know when they need to do something. But for the most part, when he knows that they are high intensity and nerves and anxiousness and all the above, he does a very good job at bringing that composure down and saying, just have fun, play the game of soccer, come out, have fun, embrace the moment to play a Argentine national team who's playing in the World Cup.
As we see Argentina with a little buildup of their own. This one curled in towards the top of the box, couple deflections. And Utah Valley again with it this time. Siri Dahl, back to Hannah Bruce. Hannah Bruce quickly back to Orr. Orr kicks this one towards her own bench. And unable to corral that one was Juliana Carter. And it'll be a throw in for Virginia Gomez. Good heading ball by Utah Valley. This one laid off. Sadie Brockbank unable to get it. Solid defense from the back line of Argentina. And immediately, Sadie Brockbank finds the ball right back at her own feet. Bounces off a couple defenders, fires up a shot, and she's going to force Gabriela Garton to put two hands on that one. Sadie Brockbank with some heat.
She's definitely bringing it, showing that why she's such a pivotal player on the UVU lineup of having crucial moments towards goal where mixing things up, knows when to play and give the assist and knows when to be a little edgy and send that shot to keep the goalie on her toes.
The first save Garton has had to officially make tonight. But Utah Valley again with the corner kick and another dangerous opportunity for the Wolverines. Sent in towards the near post, headed away by Argentina. And quickly is Yamila Rodriguez bringing the ball upfield for the Argentines. And she lays this off onto the left side. Miriam Majorga puts on the brakes. You hear a lot of Argentinian fans getting excited at that buildup here in the stands. Punched away momentarily by Utah Valley. Amber Tripp trying to corral it. Again, dispossessed by that back line. Virginia Gomez now. Mariela Coronel. Sanchez.
Yeah, if you see any, I
Cassidy McCormick.
delete them. So there's another one.
And what was a brief moment of Argentine speed was quickly snuffed out by Utah Valley.
A very great job by the UVU defense. You saw Brenna Crow hustling, slowing down that play right when you thought they were going to have that breakthrough moment of Brenna slowing them down, making them turn their hips, go in the opposite direction of the way they wanted to. Very well done and very well composed by the UVU defense.
That was a great turn on the ball by Yamila Rodriguez, getting the oohs and ahs of the crowd up and going. She's trying to dance around the defender. Still has it. Cassidy McCormick puts a belly into it all the way into the corner. Still in play and eventually kicked out. Again, Utah Valley up 1-0 in the 20th minute.
See Cassidy McCormick trying to catch her breath a little bit after taking one for the team of throwing her body and blocking that powerful shot by the Argentine forward.
Solid defense, good body position by Utah Valley. Now Sadie Brockbank. Sadie Brockbank, nice tweener ball, laying off to Amber Tripp. Amber Tripp has a couple defenders to beat, trying to do something fancy to get it towards Sadie Brockbank, and it looks like her cleat got stuck in the turf a little bit.
Yeah, she caught it a little bit. A great idea. She saw the gap, and Sadie Brockbank making that run into that space, but unfortunately, like you said, got hooked on something and didn't give as crisp of a pass as she probably wanted to.
Now, we mentioned earlier, again, Melanie, that Utah Valley is no stranger to playing national teams. They played Costa Rica last year. They were up 1-0 in that game and eventually fell. But you have to think that being in that position that Utah Valley and the players have learned something from that.
Of course. How could you not learn something from playing some of the very best players that they probably have ever played against? These are the best of their country, and they're on this team traveling all the way to Utah to prepare for a World Cup in France for a reason. And so, of course, there's tons of learning opportunities.
Good build-up for Argentina. And this one just barely missed on the side. What looked like was a surefire goal for Yamila Rodriguez. Ended up coming up just a bit short. Danielle Orr put herself in a great position. She is long and was able to extend herself. But a lot of the fans, with that reaction, thought that one should have been in the back of the net.
You know, and in all reality, it probably should have been in the back of the net, but it was great pressure back from Danielle Orr coming back, putting that pressure, kind of scaring her a little bit and forcing her to get it off her foot and not getting the quality of shot that she probably wished she could have had back.
Utah Valley now on the near side. Juliana Carter kicks this one upfield, trying to find Amanda Mangelson. This one headed down by the Argentines. Mangelson coming in from behind this time. Kicked on the far side by Coronel. Played upfield. Nice one touch. It'll be a foot race. Cassidy McCormick on her horse. This one's going to stay in play. Menendez. Menendez going to go baseline this time. Drive past Cassidy McCormick. Stays on her feet and toward the top of the box. Nobody home for Argentina. Moore pulls the brakes. Now Hannah Bruce on the near side. Hannah Bruce got a nudge from behind. Didn't know that Laura Roquette was behind her and let that one go out of play.
Another moment of not really knowing what the options were ahead for her, kind of hesitate on the play, not knowing what to do, and holding on to that ball just that second for Argentina to track back and surprise her from behind.
Argentina, it looks like they have turned it on to a different gear in the last 3 minutes. Utah Valley struggling to get back on defense. Luckily, was able to get that one played. Still not even past the midfield logo. And the Argentines setting up camp now in Utah Valley territory. Nice left-footed ball. Orr will come up and grab that one.
Doing a very great job tonight of Danielle Orr of deciding when she needs to come off that line, when she needs to stay on her line, and the perfect opportunities for her to come and gather the ball and restart and regather her team together to start the build-up again.
Moore. Good ball possession, ball movement. Siri Dahl lays that one up for Sadie Brockbank. Flag is up on the far side, however. Argentinians clapping in the stands, bunch of Utah Valley fans shaking their heads. This is a big enough match where we even got the Green Men gang on the south side of the pitch. Utah Valley's riot squad, if you will.
Yeah, you could hear in the preparation of today's games of marketing of the game day crew, just talking about this is a spring game. Are we going to act like it's a spring game, or is this game day? And everyone being like, this is game day. We're going all out. We're bringing everybody. We're bringing the Green Man group. We're advertising like it's a legit game, and it's paying off.
Sadie Brock.
UVU students wouldn't want to miss it for the day.
Absolutely. Sadie Brockbank running into some traffic there. Now Argentina has an opportunity to try and tie things up. 26th minute. Good layoff ball on the far side. Has some numbers in the box. This one curled towards the box. Kicked away by Utah Valley. Amber Tripp just clearing it out, so to speak, in the direction of Sadie Brockbank. And quickly corralled back by Coronel.
A good idea by Amber Tripp. Like we were talking about with this high pressure and intensity that Argentina upped their game to. Sometimes that is what you need to do. You need to, when you're under all this pressure in your defensive end, you need to send it up and try to get it out of there. But one thing they need to remember is once they send it to Sadie and she's all alone, they need to have that quick transition to get numbers up with Sadie so she has an outlet to get out of it and keep the ball.
Good swinging ball in from the left side. One touch. Argentina corrals it. Here's an opportunity for the Argentines. This one over the top of the corner.
Beautiful build-up by Argentina. A few very dangerous balls in where got everybody holding their breath. I'm sure Argentina, they're getting up. They're working up to the moment that they're waiting for, and you can see it. But I'm sure they're wanting to focus on finishing that last pass, that last play, the last shot.
Orr's clearance kicked down momentarily by Rodriguez. Again, still in Utah Valley territory. Finally pushed past that midfield mark. Carter on her horse. Carter waiting for the rest of her team to show up. Carter cuts back to her right. Sends this one towards the top of the box, headed away by Argentina. Now Moore finds it at her feet. Moore dances around a couple defenders. Now Hannah Bruce. You hear Coach LeMay and Coach Seth Tremblay saying that she has time. And this one just got away from Utah Valley. Now Argentina again. Good body turn by Moore. Sadie Brockbank. Now back to Siri Dahl. This is the most consecutive time of possession Utah Valley's had in probably the last 10 minutes. Hannah Bruce.
It has been some very great movement, and there you go. Just as while I was going to say it, it was a lot of consecutive passes here on this left side of the field, and finally Siri was able to break the pressure, swinging it to that other side of the field to open their space up.
Siri Dahl, quick touch, trying to find Sadie Brockbank again. Now Moore. Now Argentina. Siritel again for Utah Valley. Now Moore trying to blast that one upfield. A little bit too much sauce. Goes all the way back to Gabriela Garton.
A little too much sauce and a little bit right down the middle. Would have been a beautiful ball if she looked more to the right side of the field, up to Amanda Mingleson running onto it into that space away from the goalie, allowing her to scoop it up.
29th minute here in Orem, Utah at Clyde Field. Brandon Crow alongside Melanie Ostler. Thank you for letting us be a part of your Tuesday evening with you. Argentina trailing Utah Valley. Amber Tripp, the lone goal in this match in the 6th minute, but Argentina's knocking on the door. Cassidy McCormick and Orr will come out of her spot to dive on that one. Again, Coach LeMay calling this a monumental honor and a monumental opportunity for this university to host the Argentinian women's national team. Again, if you're just now joining us, first time that they have qualified for the FIFA Women's World Cup in 12 years. Third time altogether for them. And they're trying to get as much experience together as a team before that World Cup this summer as they can. Utah Valley being the first of 3 games this week, taking on BYU, a crosstown rival in a couple days, then UNLV after that. And a poor pass gets way to Argentina. Argentina with some numbers snuffed out. Solid defense by Haskins.
Very great hustle and very great intensity brought to her. Was out a little bit during the fall season because of her elbow injury that she was facing, but has really taken the time to recover, and I have a feeling she's coming out strong for the fall season.
Nothing threatening with that ball. McCormick trying to clear that one out. Still Argentina in possession. Coming up from the backside now is Barroso. Barroso showing off a little bit of fresh legs and some speed. Menendez gets by Bruce. McCormick with the left boot gets it upfield. Nice one touch. Keep away there by Barroso.
That one touch shows the world-class soccer that they're used to playing, of knowing instantly where the space is, the pressure coming, and knowing that she needs that flick to get the ball off her foot.
Here's a layoff ball for Argentina. Little miscommunication there by the Argentines. This one put back in toward the box, headed away momentarily by Utah Valley, and punched all the way back towards that midfield line. And Utah Valley breathes a sigh of relief. 32nd minute. Argentina trying to slow things down just a tad to set something up. Cassidy McCormick. Good strong tackle coming in by Hannah Bruce, doing what Hannah Bruce does. And we have an Argentinian player down in the box. And then on the near side, Sadie Brockbank gets pulled down. And that one was a little bit easier for the official to call, Augustina Barroso, the guilty party.
A great cover by Hannah Bruce coming with Cassidy being beat and knowing that she needed to come out, and great tackle by Hannah. Unfortunately, probably not the free kick that UVU wanted, of instantly giving it away and not really evaluating how to keep the ball and how they should keep the ball.
Milagros Menendez, the Argentinian who is down in the box, is up, but she's not looking like she's 100%. This one right into the hands of Danielle Orr. Danielle Orr slows things down for a moment for Utah Valley to try and gather their composure, collect their thoughts before they try and press upfield. Utah Valley trying to get that second goal before half. It was a beautiful build-up. Sadie Brockbank had it towards the top of the key, saw Amber Tripp towards her right side, laid it off, and Amber Tripp finished like a pro. And here's Argentina. Good solid defense there by Moore to come in from behind. Carter. Now Argentina again. La Roquette dances by Tripp. And Tripp gets a boot on it. Trying to keep it in play and eventually just kicks it out.
Great effort by Amber Tripp. You could see her tracking it down, seeing it about to cross the end line and doing everything she could to possibly not give them a corner kick.
Beautiful bending ball. Forces Orr to make that diving save. Mariela Coronel looking like Angel Di Maria with that left foot boot. Beautiful bend to it. Orr was right on it.
I
34th minute here at Clyde Field in Orem, Utah. Utah Valley again on top, 1-0. Coronel. And through ball didn't find any Argentinian feet. And Orr finally picks it up. Again, Melanie, this is a Utah Valley team who has lost a handful of senior leadership, girls that you played a lot of years and a lot of time with, and this is a transition period for this team as of right now. They got an early exit from the conference tournament last year, one that they did not think was going to happen at that moment, and this is a solid opportunity for a fresh start for this team.
It is, and like I kind of mentioned a little bit before of spring season really being one of my favorites, it's because of that. Each fall season you kind of dread the end of the season because it means sometimes losing some very talented players, some crucial players with goal scorers or girls in the goal blocking these. But it opens up so much opportunity for the younger team to open a new chapter of UVU soccer. This group of girls are pretty young. They have a bright future ahead of them, and that's what spring season's all about. They're practicing, they're playing these games against whichever teams they can. They're playing against the Argentina national team. It's their chance to make those proving points, and though it is depressing sometimes losing all those players, it is so exciting to see these young players who have a bright, long future ahead of them bringing so much good soccer to UVU.
Siri Dahl is the first substitution player. Brindley Nelson comes in for Siri Dahl. Siri Dahl gets a rest. Brindley Nelson trying to get some fresh legs and a little bit of spark in the last 9 minutes or so before the half. And it'll be interesting to see how Brindley Nelson shapes up and forms into what Coach LeMay has in store for this future team come fall.
Yeah, again, another player who is coming into her junior season now, which is so crazy to me, but coming into her junior season, hasn't had the career that she's wanted to, but new chapters open and new talent comes, and like you said, this is her opportunity to show Chris LeMay that she wants to play, she can add some impact into the game.
Hannah Bruce with the throw-in. Utah Valley almost had it. Argentina again with a quick defense and the quick speed to get the ball upfield. Lot of space for Yamila Rodriguez. And solid defense by Utah Valley coming in to take that one away. Sadie Brockbank, the Shark looming. And flag is up for the second time against Sadie Brockbank. La Roquette up to Menendez. They're going to lay this one all the way back towards that back line. Augustina Barroso on the far side to Sanchez. Nice touch to keep that one in play. But Utah Valley there to snuff it out again. A little bit of miscommunication for the Argentines. Searching ball for the left corner. And then this one played all the way back towards Orr. Orr seeing some decent action so far in this first half.
Yeah, she has done a excellent job so far regarding this whole season that she's been out with an elbow injury.
Looks like Brenna Crow is holding the inner part of her thigh and limping towards the sideline. Not a good sign for somebody who's done, especially in this game, very well.
Yeah, definitely nothing fun to see or have happen to you. You can see that she's probably already been treating that inner thigh, quad, hamstring injury, whatever it is. But regardless, she has been putting a tremendous effort, so it's exactly what you said, not what you want to really see when she's playing as amazing as she has been.
So now it'll be interesting to see how Utah Valley plays into this situation. Everybody coming back, more gray jerseys, trying to defend, except for Hannah Bruce, who's always on the attack. And it looks like Milagros Menendez is going to go down for the second time. And the training staff for the Argentines.
Maybe looking like it's just some cramping, which is never described as just because they can be extremely painful, but hopefully nothing too serious, and as she stretches out and can hopefully get back.
Carlos Borrello, Nestor Calvino, Osvaldo Conte, Mauro Dobler, Angelica Romero, Daniel Martinez, and Francisco Caut, all trying to do their best to help keep these Argentinian players in tip-top shape. It is a different type of altitude here in Utah, and different type of weather.
It is something that they probably weren't anticipating coming to Utah, when you never know what the weather is going to be like, but it is extremely hard to play in wet situations where the ball's skipping around everywhere, the passes and balls stop or take a weird bounce, and it's just not very quick.
Welcome back, our favorite number 12, Lindley Brown.
So Lindley Brown, the senior, who's still a part of this team because the semester and season technically hasn't ended yet, the school year. So she checks back in, which is, I'm sure, a moment that she's going to love, being back here with her teammates, number 12 for Utah Valley. And it does look like that Menendez is back on the pitch as well for the Argentines.
Yeah, what a fun, great opportunity for Lindley Brown. You never want to let go of UVU soccer, to be able to stay and still make an appearance against this national team on your home field that you love is an amazing opportunity that she will be able to cherish forever.
And we'll see if Argentina over the next 4 minutes or so tries to exploit Lindley with those fresh legs coming right into this match. We'll see what they elect to do here. But so far the Utah Valley defense has stepped up to the task against this Argentinian forward press.
There is no doubt that Argentina will finish strong these next 3 minutes. Like you were just saying, they haven't had a sub yet, but you can see that they're in tip-top shape with their endurance and everything, and they're just going to come out even harder throughout the whole game.
Gomez. Amber Tripp quickly gets the ball across the pitch. Sadie Brockbank again streaking forward. She's fast, but I don't think she's that fast. Couldn't get that one from the backside.
Not too bad of an idea by Amanda Mangelson. I know Sadie initiated that run and kind of showed that she wanted that long ball, but especially when you have so many players back. Sadie should have held her space and wanted the ball to her feet so she could hold it up a little bit, get that help up, and create the possession up the field. We're looking for that breakthrough moment instead of trying to win a foot race.
Again, the clock continues to tick, 44th minute. Utah Valley still on top, courtesy of the Amber Tripp goal via Sadie Brockbank. And here comes Argentina. Maybe this is their final press here in the first half. Setting up for something is Virginia Gomez. Gomez trying to one-touch this, lay it off for Majorca. La Roquette plays this one towards the left side of the box. Still in play, Hannah Bruce trying to keep it. Hannah Bruce gets a foot on it. Kicks it upfield. This one will deflect off of Argentina. It'll be a Utah Valley throw-in. Final minute in the first half. And it'll be an Argentina throw-in. We have seen some leg strength from these Argentinian players. Looks like the official did signal 3 minutes of stoppage time. And here is Argentina. It's a good idea. Here's Gomez. Gomez lays this one off. Coronel with that left boot. This one headed down. Brinley Nelson gets a left boot on it. Again, Coronel kicks this one to the left side. Stabile with the shot right at Orr. Again, 3 minutes of stoppage time. Here's an opportunity, or a little hesitation. And a beautiful save coming in from these backside. Lindley Brown out of nowhere to kick this one away.
And that is why Lindley Brown is one of our favorites. So aggressive, has that heart, has that passion, does whatever it takes to prevent that goal, and that was one of the best opportunities to put your heart on the line one last time.
Here's an Argentinian corner. That one got all of the Argentinian fans up on their feet. This one curled in towards the corner. Daniel Orr right there to grab it. Again, Lindley Brown, Wonder Woman, Captain Marvel, if you will, at the moment for Utah Valley, saving what would have been the equalizer.
And for everyone else who was watching, and even the stands the crowd in the stands, easy to think that was a definite goal. Like you said, Lindley coming out of nowhere to be able to keep the 1-0 lead.
Whistle is called on the opposite side of the pitch. Hannah Bruce will kick it back, and Utah Valley will try and waste some time here as the final minute of this extra time comes to a conclusion. Moore being pressed from behind, a little bit of a careless mistake. Hannah Bruce still keeps it in play. The Energizer buzzing. Argentina with it now. Nice one-touch pass. Orr coming all the way out to grab it, and she does.
So crucial for UVU right now to have that game management. They do not need that last-second goal from Argentina to send it into a tougher second half for them. Preventing those careless mistakes and keeping the ball, taking care of it, really possessing the ball is what's going to get them through this first half.
Coach LeMay, Coach Tremblay checking their watches, seeing if it's been 3 minutes or not, waiting for this whistle to blow. Argentina trying to get one last opportunity in. Amber Tripp kicks this one away. Sadie Brockbank didn't clear it out. Argentina still with some time. Utah Valley coming in out of nowhere. Utah Valley now has some numbers. Sadie Brockbank lays this one up. And couldn't get there was Amanda Mangleson or Amber Tripp. And that's the whistle. So the first half ends. Utah Valley 1, Argentina nothing. Again, your goal coming in the 6th minute, courtesy of Amber Tripp via Sadie Brockbank. We will take a quick break, gather our thoughts, process that first half, and we'll be right back with more from Clyde Field at Orem, Utah, right now.
Looking to spend that birthday money, Tyler? I'm just not sure which one to get. Well, they are both pretty cool. But saving some of that money would be pretty cool too. Yep.
When's the right age to teach your children how to save and spend money wisely? Right now, with the Be Money Smart program only at Utah Community Credit Union. Inspiring smart decisions.
Nice.
You only need to answer one question.
Will you accept the challenge to become?
It doesn't matter your situation in life.
No matter your interest.
Whether your first choice or second chance.
There's a place for you.
Place for you.
Place for you at UVU.
Place to engage.
To rise.
To succeed.
To become.
To national championships runs through NCAA.com and the NCAA Sports app. And whether you follow one college team or all of them, it's never been easier to get the content you want all in one place. With live broadcasts of multiple championships across all divisions. With exclusive access.
Ready to go? Let's have some fun.
And highlights for every single championship. Stay in the game all season long with NCAA.com and the NCAA Sports app.
You only need to answer one question.
Will you accept the challenge to become?
No matter where you are in life.
No matter your interests.
From award-winning music
to acting
to theater programs.
There's a place for you.
A place for you.
A place for you at UVU. A place to engage.
To rise.
To succeed.
To become.
It's not about where you were born. It's not about your gender. Or the color of your skin. Or whether you're rich, poor, or in the middle. No matter what you play, if you have the skill and drive to succeed in school and in sports, we'll provide the opportunity.
What is it about the car shopping experience at Murdoch Hyundai that has everyone talking? Maybe it's the safety inspections or the car washes for life. It could be the price match guarantee, or maybe it's just the way you're treated. Come fall in love in Linden, Logan, and Murray at Murdoch Hyundai. Your no regrets dealer.
Oh, hey, you got one of those insurance apps too? You know how this thing works?
No, sorry. Not an app, it's my agent.
In this moment,
No, I'm fine, thanks.
it's good to know you have a trusted, independent auto owner's insurance agent who's there when you need them.
Great.
Man, I gotta get one of those.
Auto Owners Insurance, the no problem people.
Neil Dastrup Insurance, your local independent auto owners insurance agency, supports UVU athletics.
You only need to answer one question.
Will you accept the challenge to become?
No matter where you are in life,
No matter your interests.
From award-winning business
And STEM.
to performing arts programs,
There's a place for you.
a place for you
a place for you at UVU
A place to engage.
to rise,
to succeed.
to become.
If I lose, I'll respond with respect.
If I win, I'll back it up with humility.
If I fail, I'll rise up with honor.
It's tough for us to put it all on the line.
Don't undo my hard work with poor sportsmanship.
Respect. It's the name of the game.
That's why you understood when he started counting down. You're like, no! You're used to that. So you're a pro? Are you pro or? Did you guys know that ref that got killed and the player hit him? Yeah, you don't know. He ref the Spanish league. Yeah, like 6 years ago. Yeah. The guy got charged criminally. Yeah. I know what that means. Oh my gosh. Yeah, you better jump around for that. You all right?
Yeah, I'm good. This goes so sturdy.
There's a ton of like. And that one guy you asked me to block, now all his comments pop up and I have to hide them all. And he had, I know one word in Spanish that's not in. He had it in there. All right, we up. What the? All right, there we go. That was scary. So what'd you graduate in?
I graduated in community health. Good question. I'm not doing anything with it.
Yeah. Is it one of those? Just to keep your grades up? It's like the science, the sociology degree at U.
I know.
All the athletes take somehow.
Right. My problem, I knew it was something I wanted to do.
Right.
But I figured that out like my junior year, like so junior season of soccer.
Right.
And the soccer aspect added a lot to it of being like, well, I can't turn that down.
Right. What do you do now then?
So I actually work, I just barely started in athletics here at UVU as their camps and events coordinator.
So you work with Garrett?
No, I'm in the, Garrett's over the green club.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I work in compliance, so with Adam's staff.
Oh, yeah.
And so my job's just to make sure, I would have never thought I would have been in compliance. Laws and bylaws of the NCAA. Not community health.
You mean how we're going to backstab every college in America?
Can we hear you?
You ready, Brandon?
And if you're here supporting our
Yeah, I'm not a fan of the NCAA. So
let's hear you.
I just watched the HBO series on UNLV basketball from the 90s.
Yeah.
If you know anything about that, Jerry Tarkanian and all.
I need to, you're right.
Yeah. And it's old, and he's died now, but the way the NCAA acted, and it's just, I mean, UNLV was doing dirty stuff, but they were singling them out.
There's a rule for everything, and they can come after you real quick.
It's like the federal government.
Bienvenidos otra vez. Utah Valley is up 1-0 over Argentina. Start of the second half. Brandon Crow alongside Melanie Osler here with you. We had former U.S. Women's National Team standout, collegiate champion, just all-around champion in general. Amy Rodriguez was on the air with us a little while ago. And what a treat that was. Utah Valley got the scoring early on, courtesy of Amber Tripp from Sadie Brockbank in the 6th minute. Utah Valley was playing defense pretty much the rest of the way out in that first half. Lindley Brown, the all-star senior, super senior if you will, came in and made a clutch goal-saving stop in stoppage time, really, in the end of that first half, and that's where we stand right now. Utah Valley again in their gray and green home uniforms, and Argentina in the attacking black and blue with the white uniforms. Overall, Melanie, your first half thoughts?
It was, for UVU, an amazing half. They shouldn't be complaining one little bit. I know towards the end of the half they were getting a little bit lackadaisical, and we're getting a little tired. So key for them this half is to finish strong. I hate saying it, but they oftentimes fall into that trap of getting relaxed in these big leads and relax and create these opportunities for the other team to score and make the comeback and end up winning. And so it's going to be very crucial for UVU to play every second of this game with heart and passion and with determination to play their soccer. As far as Argentina goes, I know that they can play better. They had some very great moments, but it came to the last ball. That's going to be their crucial thing. Focusing this half is finishing that last final pass, finishing the last final shot that comes, instead of kind of messing up a little bit and not getting the ball off the foot and making that successful last play, if that makes sense. The last play to create the opportunities they need.
Sadie Brockbank moments ago with a wonderful opportunity, got tripped up a little bit on the defensive side, then a foul call against her. Utah Valley now going from left to right as we see it and as you see it. Argentina now going from right to left. Argentina now with possession. On the backside, Adriana Sanchez. Nice flicked header on upfield by Menendez. Nobody home there, or will pick it up with ease. And you mentioned, again, Melanie, the Achilles heel for this Utah Valley team and program over the past couple of years has been finishing, especially finishing late in games. We've seen Utah Valley come up and really come short in the last final minutes with several games over the past couple of years. And this is, again, like we've talked about it all match so far, this is just a fresh start and a fresh opportunity to try and start off this 2019 year on a different note, different foot for this program.
Yeah, and we've seen it so far. I think they can do it. They're more than capable to do it. It really comes down to their heart and passion to finish the game.
That was an aggressive touch by Utah Valley. I did not see a whistle indicating whether or not that will be a free kick from a spot. As we see Mariana Larroquette, the Argentinian player who's slow to get up. And it does look like that the official is going to have a talk now with Lindley Brown, the defender who we mentioned before, showing off that aggressive mentality for Utah Valley. And she maybe a little bit too aggressive for the officials tonight. And Argentina with a wonderful opportunity here early on in the first several minutes of this second half to find an equalizer. Here's the free kick. Here's a left boot strike into the corner. Just barely misses that far corner.
A beautiful look by Argentina. What a great bending ball right into that left upper corner. Inches away from that top 90 goal and a few other inches away from Rodriguez's head.
Or was there in position, but she did not even venture to put a hand up in that area. Sadie Brockbank now for Utah Valley, trying to get a flick on it. Snuffed out by Argentina. Now here comes Argentina. Amber Tripp steps up to poke it away. That one will trickle out of play. Now it actually went off of Argentina, will be Utah Valley throw-in. 51st minute. Free kick now for Utah Valley on the opposite end. 51st minute. Looks like Cassidy McCormick will do the honors. Moore and Bruce on the near side. McCormick sends this one in toward the box. One hopper trying to find Amber Tripp on that back post. A little bit too far and too fast a pace.
A beautiful ball and one of those crucial moments in soccer where at all ages, you stress do not let the ball bounce, especially in these conditions. You saw the ball bounce right in the middle of the 18 and took that skip far away from Hannah Bruce and Amber Tripp's reach. That's where they need to reach out, throw their body, and prevent the ball from bouncing in the middle of the 18 right in front of the goal for them to score.
Poor clearance by Utah Valley. And now here's an opportunity for Argentina. Right at Orr again. Yamila Rodriguez firing on all cylinders right now as far as her skills are concerned. Argentina still looking for that breakthrough. Given the way that the first half ended and these first few minutes here of the second half, however, Melanie, you can tell that Argentina is definitely playing with a little bit of extra oomph.
They definitely are. They're a little bit more aggressive. They're more pacey. They're more edgy with their shots, sending these dangerous balls in, and they're fighting. They're working to make an appearance at this World Cup. They're hungry and they're getting after it.
Meanwhile, Hannah Bruce is doing what Hannah Bruce does. Again, playing aggressive. Hannah Bruce and Lindley Brown, those are their trademarks for laying their bodies all out on the floor. Hannah Bruce coming in a little bit too hard against Yamila Rodriguez. Yamila Rodriguez, again, receiving treatment. And looks like the official is having a talk with Augustina Barroso of Argentina. And a good sign as Rodriguez comes back up to her feet. Mariana Larroquette stands over the ball. Amanda Mangelson right in front of her to defend. Yamila Rodriguez comes towards center official to properly check back into the game. '54th minute, big opportunity for Argentina. This one sent in toward the box, headed away by the Argentines. Another corner kick is elected. Last deflection going off of Utah Valley. This is the first time that we've seen Coach LeMay step up and come towards our position here. A little bit more intense is Coach LeMay. This one swung on the ground this time, playing the through ball as Argentina. Coming out to get a foot on it was Moore. Moore and Mangelson doing a great job of booting that one away. Brenna Crow was doing a fantastic job for Utah Valley in the first half. Had to come out due to an injury. She's still receiving treatment.
Beautiful cheeky ball by Argentina. The little chip above Amanda and Hannah's head right up to their forward.
56th minute now. Utah Valley trying to show some offensive aggression. Have not been able to do so over the past little bit here. The rain has subsided momentarily, which is a good thing. Utah Valley on their heels at the moment as Argentina continues to press up.
A little miscommunication and confusion in the defensive line with Danielle Orr and Katie Haskins, putting Danielle in a dangerous position when she came out calling for the ball, and Katie keep going. Something that they need to clear up, and that could result in a poor mistake leading to a goal.
Argentina putting a lot of pressure on Utah Valley. Utah Valley with their best overall one-touch possessions of the second half, and then, of course, dispossessed right as we talk about it. Number 24 for Utah Valley, Megan Chikara, graduated early from Orem, Utah, seeing her first minutes of action in a Wolverine uniform.
A great opportunity for her as she's getting her university career off to an early kick start. Something that will pay off come fall season, having that spring season under her belt.
And we saw the Cassidy McCormick was one of those who had that same thing happen a couple years ago, and saw what that was able to do for her in her career, coming in as a freshman, being able to start virtually almost every game. Now here's Argentina with the build-up in the box. Argentina with a shot. This one bounces and goes into the back of the net. Utah Valley gives up the goal, and Argentina finds the equalizer.
A world-class goal that they've been working hard. Unfortunately, the defensive line stabbing a few times, but great composure by number 11 forward for Argentina.
Milagros Menendez with the equalizing goal ties things up here in the 57th minute.
Keeping her composure, dancing around the ball, waiting for that open slot right into the right corner.
And Amanda Mangelson will check out as a substitution for Utah Valley. Whitney So Utah Valley now playing from behind, well, technically with the momentum, I guess you could say, even though the score is tied. But we've seen this movie play out before, Melanie, and this is a difficult situation to be in for Utah Valley in years past, but we'll see if they're going to start this off on a different foot. The ball got stuck on top of the giant roof that we have over our heads, and it's gathered a giant puddle. Our marketing director, Cam Deering, doing the best he can to try and avoid being baptized by water while he's trying to get a fresh ball. Hannah Bruce throws in a ginormously wet ball, slipping all over on the pitch now. So 60th minute, we've reached the hour mark. Argentina trying to show up more clever play, and I think Hannah Bruce might get a card for this one. Even though it was inadvertent, Hannah Bruce wasn't even in the vicinity of looking. And a good no call or no issued card by the official. Yamila Rodriguez was on the run. Hannah Bruce was running almost like a defensive back in football. And just a collision. Nothing more than that. But a free kick nonetheless for Argentina. Eliana Stabile has been fantastic with these vertical balls. Stabile with that left boot curls this one in. One hopper on the court, bounces over Danielle Orr.
You can see it, a new half for Argentina. They're being creative, they're showing off their skills. They're sending those one-touch dangerous shots towards Danielle, really testing her in the defensive line a whole lot more this half.
And Argentina again with another opportunity inside the box. They have numbers. This time Utah Valley there to deflect. Amber Tripp trying to get back in Utah Valley possession. And Argentina, again, just ever so dangerous as the rain begins to fall here in Orem, Utah in the second half. All tied up at 1 in the 62nd minute. Milagros Menendez with the equalizer. The Argentinian contingent all on their feet, continuing to make noise in support of their club. Solid build-up now by Argentina. Kicked away momentarily by Utah Valley. Again on the near side, Argentina stays with it. Yamila Rodriguez now on the end line. This one's kicked in. Danielle Orr punches it out. Dangerous ball. Orr gets back up. Argentina has an opportunity. There's a shot right at Orr. Miriam Majorga with the shot. Danielle Orr showing off her fast twitch skills, going down on the floor and then coming right back up. Argentina gets the ball quickly back in play. You can tell Argentina just smells another goal, and they want it.
They're awake and they're lively. Truly an inspirational team, in my opinion. Like we mentioned before, the first appearance in the World Cup after 12 years, where most of those years, since their 2 World Cup appearances, went kind of not in action. They dropped out of the FIFA Federation, and then their team kind of dispersed when their coach at the time, Carlos Barrelos, stopped coaching as well. And then after a 12-year absence, he finally came back and got a team back together and is taking them to the World Cup again. Truly an inspirational story, in my opinion, and a great, amazing coach, in my eyes, of coming back and giving the women of Argentina a shot to prove themselves and get on the same level as their beloved Messi and the other Argentine heroes.
Argentina again with another build-up in Utah Valley territory. That was a beautiful one-touch by Milagros Menendez. Couldn't get the finish. And you mentioned how these Argentinian women are continuing to be pioneers, if you will. And it's something that you're starting to see here in the U.S., even with recently with the women's national team and its members trying to fight for that equality in the sport. And you have another opportunity. Danielle Orr comes out of it. Argentina with an opportunity. Briefly kicked away by Utah Valley. Argentina wants a handball. Referee says no, play on. Now Argentina again on the backside. This one is a optimistic blast on the far side by Virginia Gomez. Utah Valley right now, all shields and deflections up, trying to withstand this barrage.
They're really coming after them. They're really testing them. But this is what we love to see. This is what we came to watch. This is what UVU wanted in the match, to test them and to challenge them for their upcoming fall season. A great opportunity to reflect on a few little mistakes that they've been lacking and how they can tweak little corrections to perfect their game minute by minute.
66th minute. This one's going to be played back. Dugarton. Argentina has players. Beautiful ball, wide open on the left side. Down goes Hannah Bruce, and a wide open shot missed by Yamila Rodriguez. Pulled wide left, my goodness. She had an open shot, no defender in sight. Comes up short.
A beautiful opportunity. A great ball from the outside back on Argentina, seeing Rodriguez wide open. And
Rodriguez wanted another one. This one didn't bend as quite as she had hoped. But Yamila Rodriguez, after getting pushed around by Hannah Bruce, getting on the floor a couple times, has gotten up, and she has gotten something to say with her right foot.
You know that she's fired up, especially after going up against Hannah Bruce. That's kind of a typical thing to see with any forwards having to go against Hannah Bruce, and she's using it for her advantage of wanting to beat Hannah, beat the defensive line to get that shot and that bullet right towards Danielle Orr.
Here goes Sadie Brockbank, 1 versus 3. Comes on the near side to Amber Tripp. Amber Tripp slips and falls on the wet turf, as does Argentina. So again, that rain continuing to fall. Beautiful ball. Sadie Brockbank offsides at the moment, so I had to lay off and let that one get played. That was a good look, good opportunity by Carter for Utah Valley. 67th minute. Garton on the right-hand side now. Hannah Bruce couldn't get there. Yamila Rodriguez, the dangerous one. Nice one-touch passing from Argentina. Rodriguez in the box, and another missed opportunity wide left.
Those opportunities that we were talking about of Argentina's doing such a great job of building up and creating these opportunities. It's just that last and final play that they and Rodriguez especially needs to sharpen up a little bit to put those balls in the back of the net.
Now Argentina with another corner. This one sent in towards the top of the box. Headed down right in front and right at Danielle Orr. Orr scoops that one up with ease. Amber Tripp with the flick. Nobody home. And it looks like we have an Argentinian down on the floor, and I think this is Milagros Menendez, and this will be the third time that we've seen her on the floor receiving treatment. The goal scorer. Again, hola and bienvenidos a todas las personas viven en Argentina. Brandon Crow alongside Melanie Osler with you here. UVU 1, Argentina 1. This game being streamed live on YouTube as well as the KSL app locally here in Utah. For those who are watching this game domestically, this match, again, Argentina will be playing BYU as well as UNLV later on this week. And we have Milagros Menendez, who's walking off on her own power with assistance from the coaches, gives a thumbs up to the substitute coming into the game. And again, this is something you never want to see injuries. You never want to see any of that take place. But Utah Valley will definitely take advantage of this opportunity to try and rest, regroup, gather themselves mentally from that barrage that we just barely saw over the last 10 minutes from Argentina.
Of course, it's exactly like you said. Very unfortunate when you see someone having to come off the field, but a great opportunity to calm down, gather your emotions, regroup with a few things you need to sharpen up on, and evaluate the game. It's always a moment that you are able to get your team on the same page again to focus on the next 5 minutes that are ahead of them.
Belen Potasa, the substitution. Argentina again showing off some class, maintaining that possession. As Utah Valley dancing around here. Amber trip. Cassidy McCormick, this one deflected off of Argentina. Booted back upfield. Lindley Brown now. We'll let it go all the way back to Orr.
These numbers 26, right? And who's 22?
Is that the one coming in?
Yeah.
Jenna Shepherd.
Lindley Brown trying to keep her feet in front of it. She does.
Oh, yeah?
And a nice solid boot up the pitch. 72nd minute. Utah Valley and Argentina all tied up in 1.
Anybody else? When the goal got scored, there was a ton. There's no way you can keep up with it.
You can hear assistant coach Seth Tremblay in the background barking out orders. Hannah Bruce with the header down, trying to keep that away as Rodriguez was lurking on the left side. Rodriguez again with it. Boots it towards the other side of the box. Nobody home for Argentina. Paskins now for Utah Valley, who's probably having a little bit of fun. Paskins speaks Spanish, so I wonder if she's able to communicate or at least eavesdrop.
Maybe having a few fun conversations, making a few friends.
Whistle is called to be against Argentina. Jenna Shepard will check in for Utah Valley.
Jenna Shepard, one of my former teammates who unfortunately I was only able to play with for 1 season before she left on a mission for the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. And she has a bright, bright future ahead of her. She is such a great leader, such a great player, has a great vision of the field, and is going to be a tremendous addition to the UVU team as she's back from Yakima, Washington.
Shepard checks in for Krikova. Again, the wind's starting to pick up now, and it's nice for those that are at home, all warm and bundled up. Here it's a little bit chilly, and the wind is blowing from the pitch perspective from the right-hand side to left-hand side. This is a long-distance connection in the back of a net. Golazo! Argentina! Goal, Argentina! What a monstrous strike that was. Mariana Laroquette.
Another beautiful opportunity. We've been seeing those shots all game. The UVU's been knowing that they're not afraid to take these far shots. A beautiful ball, barely over the hands of Danielle, or hopefully something that UVU can learn of stepping up to that shot and trying to prevent it and not giving her as much time.
Now Utah Valley with an opportunity. This one swung in towards the box. A header on the ground, punched away. Utah Valley not backing down after that goal strike, but Argentina has numbers. Rodriguez is behind the defense. Here comes Argentina. Rodriguez on the left-hand side. Rodriguez lays this one off. Coronel with that left boot. Hannah Bruce now kicks this one upfield.
A great clear by Hannah Bruce. Something that we've been needing to see from Hannah Bruce. Sometimes she's been clearing it right down the middle where there's so much congestion, and to finally see a clear that comes to the left open space of the field is the clear that we need from our UVU defense.
So Utah Valley trails in the 76th minute, 2-1. Foul is called against Argentina. Hannah Bruce steps up quickly to the ball, trying to get this one back in play to set this one up for Utah Valley. Utah Valley now trying to find an equalizer after that phenomenal strike, the golazo from Milagros. And Mariana Larroquette. This one played in towards the top of the box. Good turn by Sadie Brockbank. Didn't get all of the foot on it.
UVU coaches trying to fight for the deflection into the corner, for a corner instead of the goal kick. But a great look by Sadie Brockbank, giving back what Argentina's given to us. The quick turn and trying to get the shot off towards goal.
Mariana Coronel will check out. And checking into the game for Coronel is Vanessa Santana. Again, Utah Valley not backing down, being down a goal. Trying to put everything they can into the offensive front, but has to be careful like we mentioned before. Do not give up anything on this near side for Argentina. Lindley Brown lays this one back. Now Utah Valley trying to keep their composure. Argentina trying to take that composure away. And the fresh legs in Santana. Now to Rodriguez.
You can see that now that Argentina has the lead, they're getting comfortable with the game a little bit. Game management, taking the ball, swinging it, keeping the possession they need.
Amber Tripp put the left boot on it to deflect it away. '78th minute here in Orem, Utah, Clyde Field. Utah Valley trailing 2-1 to the Argentinian women's national team. Argentinian women national team qualified for their third World Cup, their first World Cup in 12 years, coming up to the States to play some friendlies to try and get ready for this World Cup this summer, just a couple months away. Some nice class now by Argentina on the far side, still in Argentinian possession. Santana with an opportunity. Santana taking her possession, her time. Lays this one off. Another shot right back to Orr in the back of the net. Another goal for Argentina. Ruth Bravo, Albi Celeste, 3. Utah Valley 1.
Again, you can see as the minutes go by, the endurance and energy that Argentina has been building, preparing for the World Cup, to prepare against these top-class world athletes, to be able to keep up with them. You can see that UVU is unfortunately getting a little tired and a little winded, as this is their spring season and they're not full-on blown.
Here's an opportunity, however. Sadie Brockbank in the box. Sadie Brockbank with the chip, and a nice save by Gabriela Garton. Los manos fuerte.
Luckily, you can see that they're not giving up yet. They're still bringing it. They still have that fight right off the kickoff, playing to Sadie, getting around that defensive line, making the run, opening up, and sending a great ball in towards goal.
You have to hand it to Utah Valley, not backing down. Amber Tripp still fighting for possession. This one deflected, kicked off of Elena Staible. '80th minute. A little over 10 minutes left to play in regulation.
If UVU can do all they can for the remaining minutes to keep the ball in this half of the field, in the attacking third, they probably will have some pretty good looks towards goals as the minutes go on.
Another Argentinian player down inside the box, and a yellow card is going to be issued to Utah Valley. it looks like they are going to be signaling for the training staff to come. And Sadie Brockbank was issued the yellow card. It's the first card that we've seen issued tonight. So again, Melanie, just another tough task. You want to soak this in. You want to give this a good opportunity for Utah Valley, and you don't want to make any excuses, and we're definitely not doing so. But again, this is just coming down to strictly almost a fitness aspect. Is when you look at these collegiate players who are going to school and all these things compared to these Argentinian players who do this almost for a living.
Yeah, it definitely makes a difference. You can see that, especially in these last few months leading up to the World Cup, they are at their prime. Argentina is at their prime. They are running, they're working every minute, eating, breathing, soccer, eat, breathe, sleep, play soccer, repeat. And so you can see the difference in that aspect, as in the university NCAA doesn't permit you to be all in, giving all hours you can towards soccer in this spring season. It just gives you that limited amount of practice time and game times. And so there is a different level, but exactly what you said, UVU is not going to use that as an excuse. They don't want to. They're coming to play soccer, and they're coming to play UVU. And then after the game, win or lose, that's when they can go back to the classroom and talk about maybe aspects that they need to improve on and that they need to work on.
There's an opportunity briefly there for Utah Valley against Sadie Brockbank, continuing to show her prowess. But just another learning experience for these Wolverines, especially these young Wolverines who will be big players come fall camp.
Exactly. They're taking in the opportunity. We have so many resources nowadays and so many great coaches with the addition of Chris LeMay, who has provided and established players to come in and play at the national level. And so in my idea, he's just giving them a sneak peek at their strong fall schedule that he has created.
Schedule, which I'm sure will be released shortly in the upcoming months by Utah Valley. I know head coach Chris LeMay is finalizing a couple games here and there, but what he has done in the past couple years at the helm is he's trying to stack up the best competition that he can for his teams, especially to help them come conference play and conference tournament. And we saw that pay off for the team 2 years ago, going into the NCAA tournament for just the second time in program history. And it's another learning experience, and it's another great opportunity, and it's a great tribute to really what's going on at this university as a whole, not just with the women's soccer team, but with the men's soccer team, with the men's basketball team, with all these different programs. You're seeing the level of competition just continue to rise here as well as in the conference.
Yeah, exactly. Not to reveal too much, but I can say I've been speaking with the coaching staff a little bit, and there are some very, very exciting games that they're bringing here to Clyde Field and that they're traveling to. And it's exactly that. It's why I personally love being a part of the university, and I love playing for UVU for that reason of each year is something bigger and better, and each year we're improving more and more. And to be the best, you got to start playing the best, and so you can start competing with the best to eventually beating the best and making a run in the NCAA tournament. And luckily here at Utah Valley University is in reach, and I truly believe that. With all sports around campus, we are bringing in great coaching staff with that desire and that passion to get their schedules, to giving them a sneak peek of, hey, we want to be at this level, this is how you need to compete. And Coach Chris LeMay definitely doing a great job at that so far.
Argentina getting the foul called against them. And they're going to kick this one out of play and give it back to Utah Valley to show sportsmanship. Some of the unwritten rules. And Just about 4 minutes left or so in regulation, barring any sort of extra time that the officials deem necessary. But again, Argentina has 3 goals here in this second half, and they lead 3-1. 3 outstanding, spectacular goals as well. Hannah Bruce.
Doing what she does best with that inside cut, making the players jump and running right past them.
87th minute. Argentina now just taking their time. And Coach LeMay right now is trying to see what exactly his players are going to do in the next 3 minutes and see what type of personalities that they might have, what type of characteristics that they showcase their head coach. Rodriguez again with a great turn. And Rodriguez will fall to the turf. The official reaches into his pocket, signals over for the training staff to come. Receives a couple talkings to by some players. And I believe this one will go to Hannah Bruce.
I think that's a very good guess, Brandon.
I am known to get some things right in my life, Melanie. Hannah Bruce just plays with a different style, and she plays at a completely different level than most people.
Yeah, and you have to give props to Rodriguez. Not very many people make it past Hannah Bruce as she does, and that you can kind of result some of the aggressiveness in Hannah Bruce playing right now because of that. You can kind of tell that she's getting a little sick of being beat by Rodriguez and the talent that Rodriguez is bringing after her, which is resulting in a little after-the-fact aggressiveness when she's past her.
So Rodriguez will take her time with the officials and officially step off the pitch with the training staff. And Mariana Larroquet will stand above the ball along with Eliana Stabile. Stabile has shown a lot of prowess with that left boot. And Rodriguez looks like she's ready to come back in. And it looks like it's going to be Larroquet. Larroquet's going to send this one straight at Orr. And this one is fumbled momentarily by Orr. Quickly stumbled back on it. And again, Danielle Orr, really her first game between the posts for Utah Valley. And if you look at the stat sheet, you're going to see 3. But if you look at those goals, not a lot of keepers would be able to stop those goals.
They were beautiful world-class goals for sure. And Danielle Orr facing an elbow injury all season long, where she actually hasn't even been able to train with the team this season, trying to get that elbow healed and okay for games when she has to compete, being UVU's only goalie right now. So overall, and including that, a very well done job for Danielle Orr, especially as she is facing a world-class team who are sending bullets at her. But exactly, 3 goals, but they are pretty unstoppable balls. So she can still keep that chip on her shoulder and move forward and take that into the fall season as well.
Paskins now for Utah Valley. Utah Valley, do they have one more goal left in them? Just a couple more minutes of play. We haven't received the official word from the officials as far as stoppage time goes. So we are in the 90th minute. This one played all the way back to Gabriel Garton. Hannah Bruce weaving her way past a couple defenders, ultimately stopped and brought down by Argentina. Still no call. Referee signals play on. Sadie Brockbank going to give some chase to Garton. And here's an opportunity for Utah Valley possibly. This one laid off towards the left-hand side. Garton coming up to make a huge save. Maybe Utah Valley a little bit too precise and a little bit too much finesse on that one instead of being more aggressive.
I have to agree with you on that one, Brandon. Jenna Shepard being a little too unselfish. Usually I'm a huge fan of unselfish, technical players, passing, but when you're around that spot in the 18 and when you have a shot like Jenna Shepard does, that's when you need to have that little ounce of selfishness. You've seen Argentina's world-class goals. 2 of them came from outside shots with Danielle not expecting it. That's what UVU needs to do. If you have the shot, take it, catch the goalie off guard, and send a beautiful shot in towards goal.
Now Argentina with a little bit of build-up here as extra time continues to add up, and that was a diving heading attempt. Flanks just wide. And Argentina's going to send in another substitution to try and take a little bit more clock. Milagros Otazu will check in for Yamila Rodriguez.
Rodriguez with a great game that she just played, especially a second half. Had so many chances, so many great build-ups, and was very technical with keeping the ball at her foot. Something I know that she is going to work very hard towards come World Cup, so she can put a few goals in the back of the net.
Well, regardless of the outcome, this is a team that Utah Valley is going to be able to sit home and watch on the TV in a few months from now, and they're going to be able to say, hey, we went toe-to-toe with these guys. We played with these guys, and ultimately we didn't get the result that we wanted to, but that's pretty special.
Oh, it would be a moment that I would die for. A very great opportunity to know that you competed with some of the best in the world and to be proud of yourself for doing it, that they competed, that they put in a goal in the back of the net and had a few more opportunities, and like you said, was toe-to-toe for a majority of the game. And unfortunately, their Argentina's training and energy and fitness surpassed them a little bit. But overall, exactly like you said, such a fun memory, and that they can hold on to forever and cherish, and basically playing in the World Cup, right?
Sadie Brockbank still not giving up for Utah Valley. This one poked away by Argentina. Still no official word or signal from the officials and the referees as to how much stoppage time they are going to allow here. But it has been going for at least a minute or two. Argentina now dancing with the ball. This one kicked back towards Garton and goal. More
wanting that touch back, I think. Usually has some pretty flawless touches of where she probably wishes that she knew she had time to bring it down and evaluate her options to create a scoring opportunity in these last final minutes.
Here's Moore. This one swung back in. Kicked up in the air. Hannah Bruce is going to give chase. Jenna Shepard ultimately gives back towards Argentina. And it'll be a free kick for Utah Valley, which they try to take quickly. Argentina's not going to let them. Lindley Brown will do the honors. Lindley Brown trying to get it up a little bit further ahead. The referee says bring it back here. This potentially could be the final play of the match. Utah Valley trying to tack in one more goal against the Argentines. Cassidy McCormick sends this one in towards the top of the box. Headed up. And nothing threatening, and the referee will blow the whistle. And that is the final score. Albiceleste from Argentina, 3, Utah Valley 1. Your final score here in Orem, Utah. Amber Tripp with the first goal of the match in the 6th minute. Then La Roquette again in the second half, as well as Ruth Bravo. And just a little bit too much for Utah Valley. But what an experience it's been. Your party thoughts, Melanie?
It's a great opportunity. They have nothing to be down about. They just competed with a team that made it to the World Cup for a reason. They had to beat teams to qualify for the World Cup. Not all national teams make it, and so they have every reason to be proud. Yeah, I know that they probably wish they did a few things different, but that's what's so great about this game is that they can look back and correct those opportunities and take it into their future matches and really perfect their game coming into fall. A great game by Argentina. They definitely came out a second half with fire, with passion, like we said, wanting to prove themselves to their country, and I wish them the best. I think they're truly an inspiring team, and I'm very excited to watch them.
Again, your final score from Orem, Utah, 3-1 in favor of Argentina. For all of our hardworking staff and crew behind the scenes, for Melanie Oster, I'm Brandon Crow saying so long and good night from Orem, Utah.